He loved me, but only when it was convenient to. I didn't realize I was an option until I stopped being chosen. For a long time, I thought love was supposed to feel uncertain, like something you had to wait for, like something you had to earn. So when he came in and out of my life, when he disappeared and returned, when he said just enough to keep me hoping, I told myself that was normal. I met him when I wasn't looking for anything serious. It was during a period of my life when I was learning how to be alone. I had just ended a relationship that drained me, and I promised myself I wouldn't give my heart away so easily again. Then he showed up. Confident, charming, attentive, at least at first. He knew how to say the right things, how to make me feel interesting, how to make me feel wanted. We talked every day in the beginning. Good morning messages, late night calls, inside jokes that made ordinary days feel lighter. When we were together, he made me feel special, like I mattered, like I was seen. But when we were apart, I felt him slipping. Sometimes he would reply instantly. Sometimes he would disappear for days. When I asked him about it, he would laugh and say, "I've just been busy." I didn't want to be the girl who asked for too much. So I smiled and said, "It's okay." But it wasn't. Plans were made, then canceled. Promises were hinted at, then avoided. Affection came in waves, never steady. He would pull me close one day and push me away the next. And every time he came back, I forgave him. Because when he was present, he was warm. And I held on to those moments like proof that what we had was real. I ignored the signs, the way he never introduced me to his friends, the way he avoided labels, the way he only called late at night, never during the day. I told myself he just needed time. I told myself love isn't always clear, but deep down, I felt it. I wasn't his priority. I was his comfort. He came to me when he was lonely, when he was bored, when he needed someone to make him feel less empty. But when I needed him, he was busy. There was one night I remember clearly. I had a terrible day. Everything felt heavy. I called him, hoping to hear his voice, hoping he would stay on the line with me for a while. He answered, distracted. I told him I wasn't okay. He said, "Can we talk another time? I'm with friends." I said yes. Of course I did. After the call ended, I sat alone in my room, phone in my hand, realizing something painful. If I mattered, he would have stayed. That was the moment the illusion started to crack. I began noticing how much I adjusted myself for him. I waited before replying so I wouldn't seem eager. I hid my disappointment behind jokes. I swallowed my needs so I wouldn't scare him away. I became smaller, and he never noticed. One evening, after weeks of distance, he suddenly showed up again. Sweet messages, apologies without explanations, affection like nothing had happened. And I let him back in, because I loved him. Or maybe, because I loved the version of myself I was when he chose me. But the cycle continued. Presence, absence, return, until one day, I finally asked the question I had been avoiding. What are we? There was a pause. Then he said, "Why do we need to define it? Let's just enjoy what we have." That answer told me everything. I was giving him my heart. He was giving me convenience. I realized I was loving him with commitment, while he loved me with conditions. So I stopped. Not dramatically, not angrily. I just stopped reaching first, and the silence answered me louder than words ever could. Days passed, then weeks. He didn't come back, and that hurt more than any rejection, because it confirmed what I was afraid to admit. He never lost me. He just stopped benefiting from me. Healing wasn't easy. I blamed myself at first, for caring too much, for waiting too long, for accepting half love. But slowly, I began to understand something important. Love that only exists when it's convenient is not love. It's use. And I deserve more than being someone's option. I deserve to be chosen. Consistently, loudly, without confusion. This love story didn't end with a goodbye. It ended with clarity. and that clarity saved me. I am Lucy, and this is Unsaid Love.